Okay, hello everybody. This is Francisco Martinez. This is for assignment 2, and what can I say? This was really tough. I was having a couple of problems, but it was mostly because I really started this project kind of late. I started it around Tuesday, and to me that's pretty late. Um, if there's one thing that I learned is that you got to make sure that you watch all the activities as soon as you have the opportunity. In other words, if you're done on Friday or Saturday or something like that, you should be watching them Friday or Saturday or something like that. So that's what I've learned. Um, Other than that, I don't think I still don't think I did this code right either. I know that I'm supposed to have a while um loop somewhere, and I have two for loops. So I think this one's gonna be wrong, and oops, I just messed it up. And yeah, but it works. The code works. Everything works fine. I believe it's supposed to run the way it's supposed to run as far as the examples that I've seen and like all the activity videos that I've seen so far, and it's just yeah. Um, but so far yeah, it's been pretty rough. But I've been able to hold down the fort, and it's been alright. As far as the questions go, the problems I've encountered, like I said, it's just the I don't have a problem putting in like reading the code itself. Reading the code itself, it's fine. I can actually read it. The problem is actually making it make sense as far as putting it in a story. The story is that I have a paintball character by the name of Omega 6, and he's going to different fields, and he's spending certain times in those different fields just playing the game and practicing. That's his whole story. I try to make it as simple as possible. But yeah, my biggest problem is trying to make it make sense for the code. Writing the code out is not that big of a deal to me. It's rough, don't get me wrong, it's really hard, but I can actually get it and I actually know exactly what I'm putting in. It's just trying to make it make sense for the story. That's my biggest issue. Um, Things that I've discovered or were easier than I thought they were. The loops are not that hard, actually. I mean, the while loop to me is still pretty rough. But the for loop is like not that bad. The functions are not that bad either, especially being that you got to make sure you know that they go after the main code and everything like that. I also learned that from the video that making say as a variable and turning it into the console log actually makes everything a little bit more easier, and you won't have a bunch of console logs all over the place. Um, how the activity fits in with or builds upon what I've learned in previous activities, courses, projects, life, etc. Um, it pretty much adds into what we learned last week as far as adding on new coding and stuff. I learned a lot more with the variables. I think that was really helpful. So I think the variables is the one thing that I've really learned that I've actually built upon. How you think the lessons learned will help you in future activities, courses, life, etc. This is just telling me that I need to practice. That's it. And practice makes perfect. I've been able to practice before, and I can practice again. This is not going to be an issue. So yeah. Either that. Anyway, it's been cool. I don't have a problem with it, and it's just fine. So yeah. Either way, you guys have a good night.